Hey guys, I'm trying out this new thing for the final week, final 7 days of the Red Sox season, where after every game, I'm just kind of sit down, talk about my emotions, how I'm feeling about the game, how the playoff outlook is looking, and that's kind of it. I'm gonna try to keep it short, under 2 minutes. But right now we're on September 21st. We just lost to the Rays, 7-3, and there's a lot to be frustrated about with the game. I think it goes back to at the beginning of the game when you had Kyle Hudson send Romy Gonzalez on a ball that he probably shouldn't have been sent on. And what I find frustrating is, you have a runner on third, no one out if you don't do that. And I feel like we're just kind of in a position where we don't really trust the team to score, even with a runner on third and no one out, because we've just been having, problems getting runners in with runners in scoring position. But the run should have scored after that because Sadon comes up right after that and he delivers a knock. So that's one run you should have scored that you didn't. Then in I can't remember if it was the sixth or seventh inning, you've got Jaron Duran getting picked off on that ball in the dirt that he got a bad read on. And then once again, he would have scored there. Like those were two runs that could have been runs and instead they were outs he ran into. And ultimately, that would put you in a position where you were, winning or tied in the eighth inning, and you could have gone to Garrett Whitlock instead of watching Zach Kelly and Peyton Tolley have like a meltdown. Other things to be frustrated about: Nathaniel Lowe, struck out twice with the bases loaded, struck out again with the tying run on third, where all you have to do is put the ball in play, get it in the air. Sac fly will bring in the run. Um, what I hate about that is like they were all pitches out of the zone. Like he was expanding the zone for stuff in the dirt, which I feel like usually his plate discipline's been much better than that. And of course, the one time he does get a hit, there's not a runner in scoring position, and as it turns out, I wish there were because there's a runner on first, and he tried to go home, and that didn't work out for him. I mean, other notes like you got yourself into two bases loaded, no out jams in the first inning and then in the eighth inning, and they scored 3 runs both times, so not putting yourself in that position for sure. But it's just a game. Cleveland lost, Houston lost, so you're still a game up. And you just gotta move on, kind of debrief off day tomorrow, and then gotta take 2 out of 3 from Toronto. You've got Giolito, you've got Bayo, you've got your War Pig. So just gotta move on and not let the loss get to you too much. But hopefully we can come back with a more positive report on Tuesday night.